Welcome to Old School, 93.7 The Ticket and the ticketfm.com, 93.7 The Ticket FM app. Sartor Heyman live video stream. We're all over the place. We're providing ways on the Facebook stream. If you can't listen, just put it on your page, and it will close caption, so you can continue to work, but you can read what's going on if you so choose to do so. Twitch. You can get in the group chat, jump in there. You can get on YouTube, add it there. And while we speak of YouTube, so we need 8 subscribers today. We need 8 subscribers to YouTube today. So go to YouTube, find 93.7 The Ticket. You need to subscribe, hit like, subscribe, and then make sure that the little alert button is hit so that when a new program comes on, it lets you know. We need 8, which means I'm expecting 10.
Mm-hmm.
How about that? I don't think that's asking too much. So jump on YouTube, hit the like button, subscribe, alert. You are appreciated. Again, little hint. We can actually see who's on there. And you know what that allows us to do? Give gifts.
We love giving.
We can give prize. We were talking about the whole VIP thing, and I love some of the ideas. Club 93.7 The Ticket.
Ooh, I like that one.
Right? Club 93.7 The Ticket. So just so folks understand and don't get upset, right? Thank you, Texter.
There's one. Give us a name as well, so we can actually shout you out,
right?
Instead of just saying unnamed. That's an easy fix,
right? Yeah, we can get that done because we want to give you credit for the cool stuff you say.
Big time.
If you're contributing, we want you guys there. And
thanks, Tommy.
I think this should happen, right? So folks understand that, to give you guys credit. Like if you're contributing on the text line, we might, we can have a loyal listeners club
easily.
But from that, I would need to know how many shirts I need. The VIP club, it's 93 plus 7, so I know there's 100 shirts. But for the text line, each of you would get one, right? And then you would identify yourself as Tommy, loyal listener, or Steve, loyal listener, or Alan, VIP.
Mm-hmm.
Simple. No, Alan, we would not be using the Masters Club. No, we will not. Or we could do it my favorite way, which is put a bunch of listeners in the octagon.
Ooh.
No, we're not going to do that. I'm just kidding. Just kidding. Kyle, nice to meet you, brother. We need to talk, man. You need to get your folks.
That's hype.
Yeah. Northeast baseball coach. Well done. Great. Appreciate you, brother. Cruise loyal listener. See, you're getting it now.
VIP.
Right. You understand. Like, this is the thing.
He stepped up.
Well, I want to give him credit for that. Like, I appreciate that. Yeah, Kyle, let's talk. I mean, we want to have coaches in the one-on-one, which is another thing, especially before your season gets too crazy. And if you subscribe, do that, right? You're right. Like I get all that. Because Mr. Mike greatly appreciate it, and I think that falls in the loyal listener category, and we just it would help us know, right? How many shirts to get, because we want people who actually contribute. If you're contributing to the shows and the programs and you're listening, you could have I'm a consistent contributor shirt, or you can say I'm just a loyal listener. I listen. I just don't text in. But I kind of want folks in the family. I want you. I want to know who you are. I want you to know who we are. That's the whole point. And it's not to do less, right? Go ahead and do that. Loyal listener shout out to Matt Hott. Well done. Craig, yes, we know your name, bro. Greatly appreciate it. And then, but this is the whole point, is that it helps us engage, right? It helps us. Claytona John, we will definitely find you in the club, bro. Yeah, but that's kind of the mission behind this. Nick, sir,
what's up, DP?
So we talked earlier this week about you finding a football program to run routes, and we'll do that, right?
Yes, we've hit 500.
You've hit 500?
We've hit 503.
Keep it going. Well done.
Yeah, that was quick. I know we were talking about football, but that was 3 minutes.
Right. That would be exceptional.
You guys are awesome.
So a listener came in. Remember, the listener said, listen, if you're going to do this, they will contribute and help you buy cleats.
Yes.
Well, here, sir. Here, sir, is your Play It Again Sports. You can go $50 for cleats.
Okay.
Already contributed.
Sounds good.
So
I will go.
yeah,
I will go tonight if they're open past 7:50 p.m.
Yeah, this is pretty good, right?
Bofus. I got
Ruxin. That's a good. Bofus might be my favorite name on here. Bofus, loyal listener. I love it. Ruxin, man, we appreciate that. You're doing the real heavy lifting, and it is appreciated. Gerald wants in all this good stuff. Joe the Plumber wants a loyal listener. Jake Myers jersey.
Joe the Plumber needs to apologize to me for hurting my feelings a week and a half
no,
ago.
but only in your month. only in your month where you're the employee of the month.
Next December, I won't forget Joe the
Plumber. You're right. You're right. Oh man. The Night Troll says get Noah Walters to throw to you.
Ooh. I don't know, man.
Night Troll loyal listener. I love it. I love that. Right. So Nick, at some point you may have to start changing names and stuff, but we'll work on that later.
I'm trying to get him in there. I'm trying.
Right.
We'll do our best.
Right. Like that's the business. So yes, for the listeners who just joined in, greatly appreciate it. We're pushing folks to go to YouTube, find 93.7 The Ticket, like the page, subscribe, and then hit the little alert button so it does that. Now we're also working on VIP Club. We'll have 93 plus 7 listeners who in some way, shape, or form will achieve that status. And then we will identify you accordingly. You know, it's like being dubbed, you're Royal Knighted. The VIP Club, and they're only going to be 100, so it'll be the first 100. It'll be earned now, but we are going to have a Loyal Listeners Club. We're going to have a 93.7 The Ticket Contributors Club. Like you guys who text in all day. And it's not, look, even if you don't text in and you're busy, we still want you to be part of the club, and we want to know who you are. See, I dig this. Husker Howie, loyal listener. I dig that. Ted, loyal listener. Like it.
Man, I got to change all these names.
Right? Jester DJ, loyal listener. Hashtag loving it. It's a different kind of engagement. And it helps us know who you guys are, right? You're right. Game recognizes game. Absolutely. So again, to the listener who came in and hooked up Nick, thank you.
Oh yeah, big time.
Thank you.
I really do appreciate it.
That's a stellar move.
Yeah.
Again, for the folks at Wingstop, thank you for hooking us up and doing the thing. Trent, loyal listener and Buffalo Bills fan. Look at you go. I like that. Tommy says, I'm a loyal listener. I'm not the Tommy Frazier. I'm not the football player, just a random guy with the same name. Love to have it, right? Ryan, loyal, religious listener.
Ooh.
Nice. Ooh. Nice, right? So through all of this, right? Brian T, he's definitely a contributor, right? So we'll work through. It's just our way of identifying you, acknowledging you, giving you some of the cachet you deserve. Because if you're contributing and you're being a part of this stuff, we really want to be able to say so. Uncle Kev, loyal listener and beverage purveyor. See you in about 10 minutes. See you in about 49 time exactly. Well, this is what we're trying to do. This is Cool Hand Luke, nice everyday listener. Mr. Unbelievable, you are actually in the contribute. You're a loyal listener, but you're also a constant contributor. So that's pretty good.
I like this one off the Starter Heyman Jewelers video stream, Facebook, Twitch, YouTube. You guys ask on here if we can see the comments. Yes, we can. Jen says the Hubs and I are loyal listeners for years. We love the tickets.
But that's the point.
Yeah.
Is to be able to give you guys look, you're the reason why we do this. Right? I mean, this is why we spend the hours preparing a show, and this is why we put in the time and energy and try to add all the bells and whistles. So no matter how you need to be a part of this, there is a way for you, whether it's on your phone, whether it's on your laptop, whether it's be via video, whether it's be the text line, you have a way of being a part of the show and contributing. And it's just usually this is just a small way for be able to do this and move with it. Yeah, this is the text line just did a dump, so we'll get through it. And I will right.
Holy cow.
Right.
Huckleberry.
Scott and Stonebridge Creek. Great programs that Texans occasionally love listening. Yep, that puts you in the. You could be a loyal listener. Ben, definitely a loyal listener. Ben is often a contributor. We'll have to figure out which group to put him in. Tad, the loyal listener, contributor. Love it. Is it Strail?
Yes, Strail.
Strail from Hallam. Wow, nice done, Strail. We like that. I can get behind that, man. That's pretty good stuff. Ohio Husker. Yeah, you're definitely.
Hey, he sung George Strait or Garth Brooks. Excuse me.
Right. That's how we remember.
We get him in.
Brett and Hickman, greatly appreciate daily listener. Cruise of Lincoln at my drive home from Beatrice is only 30 minutes. Can you guys talk about some sports? All love. We will. But I wanted, this was a time for me to be able to say to folks, thank you. Like, allow me to love back, like give shout outs to people, because you guys give us time and you help us get through the day. You say, people say, you help us get through the day. No, you help us get through the day as well. BJ, a loyal listener, right? Chow, listened for years. Simple's hamster says, I just turned on, don't know what's happening, but I want the best group. That's the VIP group, I would think. I'm not sure. Me, I'm always here. Me.
I changed your name to me.
Rubber Duck, you are a contributor, sir. You are a contributor, right? Right. I mean, that's what Garbage Man. No, brother. Thank you. Again, this is just simple way. Sandman, appreciate you. Says he loves listening to the ticket. Love that you got Bach back in the booth. Kudos to you. Look, we're trying to make this station the best version of what you want sports to be, and sometimes we have to go outside of sports to do that. This was one of those moments where I wanted to. We've had a really good day in the building, and there's some partnerships growing and some things happening, and I just wanted to take 20 minutes. Please allow me to take 20 minutes and continually say thank you to you guys, because this, again, it's great stuff. You guys are supportive. You show up. I mean, man, you're eating hot peppers for us. Good grace. So it's those things that we want to give back, right? And the way that we can give it back, one, the VIP, the 93+7 VIP will have shirts. They'll be custom made for you, right? All of that stuff, it's for you. Then we'll have a loyal listener club. Look, I want to see when we go to our pregame and postgame shows, we want to see the loyal listener shirts. I want to see the contributor shirts. I want you guys, look, if the fact that you're willing to be identified with us is such a huge compliment.
Big time.
Right? Just a little bit of things, like we've got the bumper stickers. Again, anybody that can hear this, at the front desk, we have bumper stickers. Just come in and grab yours for how many ever cars you have. If you want to take some to the office and put some on a desk, so folks that want to come by and grab them, you can do that. I think we may have some keychains and pens from the expo yesterday.
Could be.
We'll find out that and get to it. So this is, again, our way of saying thank you. Joe, the construction guy, listen every day from 6 to 5. Met DP on Saturday. Good stuff. See, this is the stuff, right? Mm-hmm. And I'll repeat this. Remember, I'm an outsider. Yes, I've made Lincoln my home, and we're doing business here. But the way you guys embraced me, especially Saturday was amazing. Like, if you guys didn't come to Tipsy Tina's for the pregame show, we had a party on Saturday. It was fantastic. It was fantastic. And you guys walking down the street, even in the post game, even after the game was over, we were trying to get a friend trafficked in, and so many people came up and patted me on the back or shook hands and introduced themselves. And let me just say this. Please, you see me, you see Nick, say hello.
I will say this. So I got to meet quite a few people on Saturday as well. And it's nice being able to put faces to you guys texting in, because like DP said, I'll reiterate, it makes doing a show a much more of a fun time when you guys contribute and we get to add your guys' thought to the conversation as well.
Yeah, I mean, because that's the narrative. Like, we are the thermostat. You guys are the temperature, right? If you guys are fired up about a thing and we know that you are, we will be respectful of it and talk about it. Right? If you're happy about a thing, we want to be the place that you come to share your thoughts and go over what you're going through. Bubba, forehead 93.7 the ticket, forehead. You don't even need to do that. We're going to figure out a way, Bubba, but you're definitely a contributor. Greatly appreciate it. T-Bag, appreciate you, brother. Love all of that. Claytona John, again, good to see you the other day coming in. Brian T, like I said, brother, you're a contributor. You're more than that. Craig, thank you. Those words are kind. And let me say, I'll read what Craig said. Adrian Fiala is smiling down. Ticket Radio from Lincoln, America. Look, I want to be respectful of what the station was. I want to be respectful for the history. I want to be respectful of the legacy. And the best way for me to do that, is to constantly say, thank you, that you're heard, that we're paying attention, and that we're giving you a place that you can come for entertainment, thoughts, opinions, and information. And it's greatly appreciated. Trent, DP got to tell Jay when he's in. Keenan got Diggs game used gloves when we went down to KC. We met them at Tanner's last week.
Yes, that's right.
And he finally talked to his wife and allowed him to go down there to get that thing.
Good
Ruxin,
stuff.
again, we've got bumper stickers. They'll be at the front counter. You can come in and just grab them, put them on the cars, do that. Roadkill, you know what? See, that's good stuff there. Making job sites all over town. Listen to the ticket daily. May I be roadkill on the text line? Yes, sir.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
man.
absolutely. Again, this is making my heart full, and it is appreciated because there's some days where it's tough to have people jump on opinions and all that stuff. We pick at each other because we're friends and we can be friends. Cruz, this Saturday, since it's an away game, the pregame show will be in studio from 8:30 until 11. But the postgame show, all of the postgame show will be live at Tanner's. So from the final whistle at approximately 2:15, 2:30 or so, we'll be at Tanner's. We will be there, I believe, until 6 or so, 5:30. No, 5 o'clock. And here's this beautiful thing. We're gonna auction off. We're gonna rally off. Again, all you have to do is come there and put your name in the box and hang out with us until the end of the show, into the postgame show. I'm going deep into the goodie bag. Right? This one is the 3 Heisman Trophy winners, all on the same autographed jersey. Yeah. And actually it says we'll take a picture of it and put it on the web and so you guys can see it. But it's Crouch. Yeah, we got the 3. They're all signed on their number. We will raffle that off Saturday at the postgame show at Tanner's. And you have to be there and you put your name in, and then you got to be there at the end so that we can do that. And if you're willing to do that, we'll get. Kyle, we will definitely support Northeast gear. If you're a coach, if you're an alumni or a booster, and you're proud of your space, let us know. Bofa says, after me and the other 99 initial VIPs are in, anybody that wants to be a VIP has to be tackled by Jay Foreman to get in the club. Jay Foreman would be all for that.
You must want to be a VIP pretty bad.
Oh, man, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Like somebody suggested that we do the one chip challenge for anybody that wants to be in the VIP club.
Whew.
That seems tough, though.
Are we in for inflicting pain? Is that what our goal is here?
Well, no, we're here for entertainment.
Yeah,
that's the entertainment part.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's the entertainment part. Right? Matt Hopp says, I start my day with Sip and Jake and everything and in between to finish the day, DP, Jay, and the boys. Matt Hopp, appreciate you, brother. Look at P. Diddy. P. Diddy popped up. Mississippi Mud Dog. Yeah, you're in the contributors club. You're a loyal listener and a contributor. The VIP club, we need to narrow down what's going to be required. 93 plus 7, right? Mm-hmm. We have 100 folks who are going to be the only first-time VIP club. Remember, you may be able to get in the VIP club later, but the original 100, this is big. The original 100 has acts of kindness always move the needle. Acts of kindness always move the needle. Always, always, always. Whether it's to us or anybody else. But it's from this day forward. Like it'll be the day that we launch it forward. Mm-hmm. And then we will have a monthly listener of the month. And what I would imagine is you will get food from any of our food sponsors. So for the month, like you're going to be fed really well.
Yeah.
You're going to be fed really well. Oklahoma Drill with Jay Foreman, best live stream segment ever. Yeah, there would be a ton of waivers. There would have to be a ton of waivers. I don't. So here's what we'll do later in the show. And you guys, everybody that wants in, you'll have an opportunity to tell us what you would do. And again, we're not asking you to hurt anybody. We're not doing that. But come up with ideas on why you should be a VIP. I know the consistent listener club, mm-hmm. Right? The regular listener, the daily listener, and the contributor. But the VIP should be something else. Like you got to do something really cool. Super cool. Cortland Clinton, appreciate it. Says his car never gets turned off the ticket. We need to get you on the app as well. And then if you've subscribed on YouTube, just put a thumbs up or a check mark or something in the text line. Let us know that you did it. And let's see what the numbers can be by the end of the show. We want to get through it.
We're at 510 right now.
We're at 510. Let's see if we can get it down, right? We'll get all that stuff done. It's Thursday. Drinks are plenty. It's Thirsty Thursday, and Kevin Meyer from Meyer Cork and Bottle will join us with some goodies. We'll get through that. After that, Barry Thompson will join us. We'll have Nick Trivia. Got two really good ones. I got two trivia segments, and they're pretty good today.
Yeah,
they're pretty good today. So one is a video, and the other one is a stat.
Okay,
and we will do that next. But up next, Kevin Meyer. Let's drink.
You're listening to Old School with DP&J. Download the mobile app and listen wherever you are on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Hi, Sean Callahan here. In 2013, I first came across Koppel Chevrolet GMC in Louisville, and I've been a customer ever since. What's kept me coming back to Koppel is the people. Oftentimes, owner Bob Koppel and his son Brandon are right there with you in the showroom, walking you through the process. There's no runaround at Koppel. It's a hardworking Nebraska company built on honest, small-town values. So make that short drive to Louisville or visit them online at koppelcars.com.
The Mercado by Certified Piedmontese Beef is Lincoln's newest full-service butcher shop, offering premium fresh-cut steaks and house-made sausages daily from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. They exclusively carry certified Piedmontese beef raised right here in Nebraska. When shopping at the Mercado, you're not only supporting local, but also enjoying the official beef of Nebraska athletics. With prime-grade tenderness and unparalleled nutritionals, your backyard barbecue is about to get a serious upgrade. Stop into the Mercado today, located off 84th and Havelock in Lincoln.
There comes a time when a team has to dig down deep and find out what it's made of. For the Denver Broncos, that time is now. Sunday, it's gut check time when the Broncos face the Raiders on the KOA Broncos Radio Network.
Nguyen Vape is celebrating their grand opening with 20% off products all month long. They have the largest disposable vape selection in town and also carry Delta 8 and Delta 10 and various other moon rocks. If you're looking for help to relax, sleep, or ease pain, they have a variety of gummies you can choose from and Kratom that could help with pain relief, anxiety, and stress. You can't miss them right on the southwest corner of 27th and O Street. Nguyen Vape, your headquarters in Lincoln for vapes and Delta 8 or 10.
Lay the groundwork for more harvesting capacity when you order new John Deere combines and headers during Landmark Implement's early order program. Whether you're looking to improve your existing combine, corn head, or flex draper, or you've been wanting to update to a new model year, now is the time to upgrade. Get the very latest harvesting equipment and technology that fit your operations needs. Get your new John Deere harvest equipment built just the way you want. Contact your local Landmark Implement for full details and experience the Landmark difference.
Shopping for new flooring is different today. Getting your questions answered, making the right selection, getting the best value, and installed quickly and professionally. Visit ostreetcarpet.com or shop our store. We'll answer all your questions and help you make the right choice. You'll be enjoying your new floor in just days for less than you'd pay elsewhere. Carpet, vinyl, wood, laminate, tile, and area rugs. We've got it all.
O Street Carpet.
1732 O Street. Family owned and operated. Always the best value.
93.7 The Ticket. Fox KFXL weather. Sponsored by Security First Bank. A relationship you can count on.
A chilly morning, but with a decent amount of sunshine. We'll see an afternoon high approaching 65. Winds will be much calmer out of the northwest at 10. Clouds, though, thicken this evening into tonight. We could even see a few scattered showers. A low down to around 43. Decreasing cloud cover tomorrow, but cooler with a high of 61. I'm meteorologist Tim Wright for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Dancing at weddings, walking the dog, playing with grandchildren. These are the small moments that make life great. They're also the moments that chronic pain steals from us. Don't let chronic pain stop you or a loved one from living life. At MD Pain, we wrote the book on effective, ethical pain management. We offer the most up-to-date treatments from Nebraska's leading physicians. Don't let pain stand in your way. Call MD Pain.
Security First Bank. We're the bank, and we make your mortgage more manageable with flexible terms, trusted advice, and competitive rates. When you work with us, we'll know your name, but we'll also get to know your home dreams too. Security First Bank of Lincoln. Voted best small bank in Nebraska by Newsweek magazine. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. NMLS number 505011.
Why wait until Friday to start your weekend?
Go ahead, start right now.
You're thirsty now, and 93.7 The Ticket is here to help you stock up.
Just in time for the weekend when I like to hit the clubs.
Time to broaden your horizons and try some new wine and beer. It's Thirsty Thursday with Kevin Meyer from Meyer's Cork and Bottle.
It's good. It's a little high-pitched. You know, it's all right.
I mean, I don't get to decide, but I try my best. It usually, requires a little extra force to get the extra pop. It doesn't always work that way. Usually I just end up with wine in my face, so or on the microphone. I'm like Billy Joel over here, microphone smells like a beer.
That's the real reason we have these covers on them.
Great code. You pull Piano Man, and it's a win already. It's a win. It's a win.
Is Glass Houses not one of the greatest albums of the 1970s?
Underrated,
or 80s?
even.
I think it was.
Down Alexa is still my favorite Billy Joel jammage.
What's the one?
Maybe his best vocal performance.
I don't care which. My Life.
Yeah,
it's called My Life.
Yeah,
that was always a jam. When
that's
I was
the Stranger. That's the Stranger album?
Yeah, I think so.
Then there's 52nd Street, Glass Houses. Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm all. You sent me down. Billy, you sent me down the Billy Joel. Billy, you sent me down the Billy Joel rabbit hole.
Well, how about we go into a different rabbit hole?
What did you
alcohol
pour?
This looks like trouble.
It's called the Blue Mermaid.
Coming in here, Jay. I thought you were going to call this the Miami Dolphin. That's what this looks like.
Kind of does.
It looks like the Miami Dolphins.
It's called the Blue Mermaid, and it's a pineapple lemonade cocktail in a can from our good friends here at Sideshow Spirits.
Look
right
at the
here
color on
in good old Lincoln, Nebraska.
That
does look like Miami Dolphin or Boise State or something.
Oh,
no, Coastal Carolina.
There you go. A little Chanticleer drink.
Yeah, Chanticleer. That's right. I forgot that was their mascot.
I was thinking it looked like the.
Ooh.
Did you try it?
The smell made me happy.
I thought it looked like the Ecto Cooler High C stuff.
It does.
The Ghostbuster High C.
Yeah, or like one of the weird Mountain Dew like gamer flavors or something like that.
Or something Rico's drinking up front.
Right, exactly. You know what this tastes like? This tastes like you're on vacation at a resort in Mexico.
Yes, this is trouble.
Like you just walk up to the all-inclusive bar and say, just make me something, and then this is what they hand you. So it's
this over ice?
It's
this out of the can. I don't know what you're talking about.
But I mean, the pre-mixed cocktail in a can thing is growing, and I think your seltzer thing is sort of peaked, and so this is what's taking that category over. And this is done right here in Lincoln at Sideshow Spirits. It's also the same people that do Kincaid Brewing, and they have a cool place in downtown called what's the jukebox? No, Boombox. Yes, sorry. And they've got great pizza down there and great beer and full menu. And then they have a little cocktail lounge in the back with cocktails that they make right here in Lincoln in their distillery in the building. It's pretty cool. And so they started canning these. And I thought I'd bring it in.
See, you're setting yourself up to be in a difficult spot because you've had really good weeks in a row. And I said, the stuff is pretty good. This is my favorite thing you've brought in so far. Period.
Really?
Period. Point blank.
I keep upping myself. The thing was, I was going to bring in something that I knew that you would not like.
This is amazing.
Sweet tooth
Nick,
DP over
Nick,
here.
put this in your list for your first beverage. It should be.
Yeah, when you have your first alcoholic beverage,
right?
Try this one.
Yeah.
What was the thing that DP wasn't going to like, or are we going to save it?
So in order to remain topical, like I try to do, I was going to bring in some Surly beer from Minnesota. And the kicker is that pretty much Surly is known for their IPAs, and I guarantee DP will not like an IPA. But that's the beauty of what we do here, is that we try to educate, we try to introduce you to things that you normally wouldn't have tried on your own, and expand your horizons, have a little fun, and learn a little something along the way. And so I will bring one in. For a while, I was on kind of an IPA kick where it seems like that's all I brought in. But and so I just can't wait. I can't wait.
So good.
Well,
he's giddy over there.
This is going to be
so good.
I'm really excited to bring in something that you and Jay are going to go, man, what did you do? You were on such a good streak, and now, no, you brought it.
So what's this called again? For the
This is called the Blue Mermaid Pineapple Lemonade Cocktail in a Can, made by Sideshow Spirits right here in good old Lincoln, Nebraska. We have these singled out for $2.89.
Come on now.
So it's
not. You're not paying $2.89 if you go down to the bar.
No, and this is a full 12-ounce cocktail, right? So I just think
that is ridiculous.
For
like,
what's the alcohol on that? Like it's a cocktail,
right?
It is a cocktail,
right?
I think it's going to surprise you. This is 8%.
What?
Yes. This is the best.
That is super dangerous.
That is so. Yes. Oh my goodness gracious! Hello, Blue Mermaid. What happened to you?
I thought you were going to say 4 or 5.
Blue Mermaid happened to you.
Yeah. Why is it blue?
I don't know.
Oh, that's so
okay.
Good.
But
good enough answer for me.
It's vodka and rum with pineapple, lemon, lime, orange, and other natural flavors. So maybe has some
so good.
But you show up with a 6-pack of that to a tailgate, you're not making kickoff, man. There's no way.
Yeah, well, I'm not sharing it, so
right.
Yeah, that too. Wow,
8% caught me off guard.
Cocktail in a can.
Yeah,
and it tastes like you're on a tropical vacation.
It really does.
Now, what I can say is that is not going to set this up at all, because it's kind of sweet, it's kind of sour, and this wine being a dry red is gonna be a lot like brushing your teeth and drinking orange
just
juice.
Pour extra so we can try it and switch it and all that stuff, and then get to the meat of it.
Well, I can do that. Full disclosure, though, this is what I was supposed to have with my steak tonight, and I forgot to pack the wine that I was going to bring. So, but you're drinking what I'm drinking.
Big sacrifice for you.
Well, no, not at all. I'm happy to share.
Thank you.
Because, I mean, I don't know. It seems like inevitably we talk about it every week, but probably because that's what I do every week. And I am thawing out some steaks as we speak. And my wife has a meeting at LPS that she has to attend, so she's getting home late. So I'm going to try to have dinner ready. And this wine will be then nice and well breathed.
I thought you were going to say, so I'm just grilling for one. You're a nicer husband than I would be.
Oh,
though.
no. I tell you.
What'd you have for dinner?
Okay, so Kevin,
Yes.
we are, for some reason, our system went satellite for like 15 seconds earlier. Nobody heard the name of that beer that you guys had first.
Okay,
so repeat that one.
This
for
is technically not a beer. It is a pre-canned cocktail called Sideshow Spirits, done right here in good old Lincoln, Nebraska. And I'm holding it up to the camera for those of you watching. It's called the Blue Mermaid Pineapple Lemonade Cocktail in a Can. It's a 12-ounce cocktail in a can, 8% alcohol, tastes like you're on a Caribbean vacation, and is trouble.
Yeah, just go in and ask for the Blue Mermaid because you're gonna want that.
It's so good. It's so good. Like I'm an old bar guy, and had that been around when I was running bars, that's all I would have had to have sold.
Oh yeah.
Like
Yeah.
just put it on tap, and just invite people in the door, and you'll have the best bar in town.
Yeah, that I can see that.
Yeah.
It's almost too good.
It really is, man. 8% alcohol. That's crazy.
So let's move on to something a little more astute, a little more serious. Alexander Valley Vineyards Cabernet. So Alexander Valley is in Sonoma, and it's literally the mirror image of Napa. It's separated by the Mayacamas mountain ridge. And so it's basically the same climate, but just on the Sonoma side of the Napa-Sonoma line, and founded by a guy by the name of Cyrus Alexander. And this is one of the founding vineyards in Alexander Valley. In fact, they are one of the wineries credited with getting Alexander Valley designated as what's known as an AVA, or American Viticulture Area. So essentially taking it from a place that just grows grapes and makes wine to a designated wine producing region. And so Napa is an AVA, North Coast is an AVA, Santa Barbara is an AVA, and so forth is Alexander Valley. And so there are AVAs within AVAs. So like Alexander Valley is within a sub AVA of Sonoma, which is in a sub AVA of North Coast. So anyway, this is one of the founding wineries of Alexander Valley, and it's a Cabernet, which I'm grilling a steak, which, there's an old saying, cab in a slab. It's one of those few can't miss pairings. The whole becomes greater than the collective sum of the parts, and it's just elegant. There's some of your this one isn't quite as much plum and black cherry. You get some more red fruits in here, a little bit of like baking spice, and I think just a really elegant wine. These are $25, by the way.
It has all of the best everything right down the middle. Like this is right down the middle to everything good.
It's not in your face. It's not boozy. It's not overly tannic. It's an elegant style that, yeah.
So, okay, is there, you talk about Napa and Sonoma being mirror images of each other, but Napa is what we think of, right? Like when you talk California wine, Napa's
king.
Synonymous, right?
Right.
Is there any sort of quality difference between the two, or is it more reputation?
In my opinion, more reputation than quality.
Yeah.
So basically, Napa is the region in California that is credited with putting California on the worldwide wine map. Sonoma came about 15 years later, and so it always seems like Sonoma is about 15 years behind Napa when it comes to development, when it comes to price.
Yeah.
As well. So I think if this wine literally came from the other side of the ridge, same exact product, it would probably be $40 on the shelf. Wow. It would have to be. It's just that much more expensive to do business in Napa than it is in Sonoma. And then not far behind that. So like you say you've got Napa in first and Sonoma's 15 years behind it when it comes to pricing and whatever else. Well, Paso Robles is another 15 years behind that. So quality wise, they're making some great wines in Paso. But again, you can find those for under $20 still, whereas a good estate grown Sonoma wine, or especially Alexander Valley wine, they're going to be 25 to 30 entry, and then Napa, if it's a estate grown Napa wine, then it's going to be north of $40 these days.
So this was gonna be your wine tonight.
Yes.
You've got the entire shop at your disposal, and you picked this one.
Yes.
How do you go about doing that when you've got that entire thing in front of you?
Well, a guy can't just, be popping $100 bottles every night, right? I mean, he could, but he'd also be a quick
Kevin Meyer.
Quick way into bankruptcy, if you ask me. But, I just try to choose things that are going to be fitting with what we're having, that are apropos for the evening, and but we will pop some more expensive bottles on the weekend, but I like to save those for the weekend.
This is, again, you're on a roll, because this is not only a drinkable, a fluid kind of wine that I don't feel like stays with me that way. Like sometimes you'll get the bite.
Mm-hmm.
This doesn't stay with me. This just kind of plays with me. And I like this. This is one that I could drink being social along with the meal. But to actually, if somebody popped this and said, we're just going to sit here and have a conversation with this bottle of wine, this one fits.
The
This one
analogy I
fits.
like to make, it's not like a full makeout sesh, but it's like, just a slow kiss.
Like, I know you like me. I know you like me. You're not
I wasn't sure where that was going, Kev.
Yeah, I'm not sure you love me yet, but you like me, which is important.
Sure. I
Very
want to hang
important.
out with you for a while.
This is really okay. You're on a roll though.
All right.
You're
Good.
setting a high standard. I'm just warning you, Kevin, because it's not like I'm a tough sell, especially with wine. Like Becky will tell you, I'm a tough sell. But you've had like 4 really good weeks in a row.
I like to, how do I say this without sounding arrogant? I like to set a high standard. And it's once you're used to sort of trying to accomplish that standard, then it's less difficult than if you're not used to setting a high standard. And so I'm generally disappointed in myself if I bring something that we're underwhelmed in. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean that you're always going to like what I bring in, because I think that's part of the fun, is that I'm going to bring in some things that are going to be outside of your normal realm.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not going to bring in any plonk, as they say, which is just sort of schlock or plonk or just garbage. It's all going to be quality, whether you like it or not. It's a different ballgame.
Yeah, no, this is all likable. This is all, again, I'm a tough wine sell. So the last 4, you've done really well.
I'm going to make a wine drinker out of you yet, DP.
You're getting close, because like this is one that I would drink. The whole thing is usually meal based, right, around certain groups of people. But the last 2 in specifics were ones that just, if I was watching a movie that I really want to watch, and it's an event, and I want a good glass of wine to go with it, or if I'm having somebody like a friend over. This would have been like last week with Griff. This would have been perfect. Like we'd have sat up on the rooftop and popped the cork and had a good time.
Yeah,
that's where this bottle is.
I totally feel that, and that makes me feel good, because I feel the same way about it. It's something that it would mark the quality of an evening, and then if you ever had the wine again, it would remind you of that evening, and you would say, Griff, you remember that night that you came to Lincoln and we went up on the rooftop and we sat up there and talked for 2 hours and we killed that bottle of wine. This was it. And it does. It marks an occasion. And so I have those occasions in my life with my wife and my family and my parents and whatnot. But usually for me, it marks like an occasion, like a special vacation or a wedding or whatever it is. Both my kids got married this summer. And I'd been saving bottles from both of their birth years, and we pop those. And so from this day forward, whenever I see those wines, it's going to remind me of that. And so they earmark the occasion.
That's the point you probably just hit with me, is that this is a really good wedding wine. This is a great reception wine. Like this falls in line. That's perfect for that, where enough people are going to find a thing in it to like, and it covers the masses.
Well,
that's
or even, say you and Becky, it doesn't even have to be an anniversary. Maybe it's, you're celebrating the state. You've owned the station for a month, and you go up to the rooftop and you pop a bottle, and it would mark that occasion and make it from just something to do to making it a real memorable occasion.
It's a good wine. It's a very good wine. Well done, sir.
Thank you.
What's happening at the shop?
Well, lots and lots of holiday beers, which is kind of crazy.
Talking my language.
So as I have always mentioned before, by the time Oktoberfest gets here, the Oktoberfest beers are on their way out. So we're seeing lots and lots of holiday drops. We're going to see some new things coming into the shop that I can't quite announce yet, because they're just becoming available for distro. But some pretty exciting things that haven't been available before. And then, of course, we've got Halloween coming up, and then all of a sudden we've got Thanksgiving. And believe it or not, Thanksgiving, there is more wine consumed on Thanksgiving Day than any other day of the year, more than Christmas, more than New Year's. And so we'll obviously have some things that'll pair up with that and talk about those in the future.
Good stuff all around.
And the Huskers are going to win?
Yeah, they got to. I don't even think it's going to be that close. I'm going to go 35-17 Skurs.
I'm good with that.
Oh, I'd take it.
Well, so would they.
Put it on paper.
So would they. Kevin Meyer, thank you, kind sir.
Appreciate it, fellas.
Oh, Thirsty Thursdays, and he did well. 2 for 2. Again, he's got a little Ted Williams streak happening. 2 for 2 on tonight's delivery. That's Kevin Meyer from Meyer Cork and Bottle. Well, toward the break, Old School, more coming after the break.
Watch Old School live on Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch. Old School with DP and J on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
You love to fish. The sight of long lines and casting for better opportunities. You wish more people knew the value of a good worm. Share that knowledge. Take a beginner fishing and show them what real fun can be. Then share a picture with us. You could win a boat or outdoor gear. Visit outdoornebraska.org/takeemfishing to learn more. And then take 'em fishing. Sponsored by Nebraska Marine Parks.
Hi, Sean Callahan here of HuskerOnline.com, inviting you to join us here on 93.7 The Ticket every Saturday morning now in our new time. We're on from 8 to 9 with the weekly Husker Online radio show. We'll give you the latest in recruiting. We'll talk about what's going on with both football, basketball, and we'll probably share a few stories from the inside. It's every Saturday morning right here on 93.7 The Ticket. It's the Husker Online radio show from 8 to 9 a.m.
Century Electric is now hiring for experienced licensed electricians. This position will serve around the Lincoln area on both commercial and residential jobs. Century Electric is well established with 40 years in operation. It offers a substantial hiring bonus as well as tons of benefits. For more information or to apply, go online to centuryelectric.com and click the careers tab or call them at 402-467-5550. Come work for a great company today with Century Electric, whose commitment is always to their customers.
This is your High School Minute.
With your Southeast Community College High School Minute, I'm Harrison Arns. It was a tough week for local Class A football teams in Lincoln. Lincoln Northeast lost to Creighton Prep 48-10. Lincoln High also lost to Kearney 34-14. Lincoln East fell in a tight contest against North Platte 41-38. Lincoln Pius beat by Omaha North 40-21. Lincoln Southwest fell this week to Papillion La Vista 28-7. Outside of Class A, Norris had a big win over Crete, 48-7. Lincoln Christian won with a large margin of victory, 57-14. Lincoln Lutheran also won this week over Bishop Newman, 30-17. In volleyball on Monday, Fresno State commit Shaylee Myers had a monster game for Lincoln Southwest on senior night. She would finish the game with 21 kills to help sweep Lincoln East in 3 sets. Her 21-kill game set a new school record. They sit number 3 in the power rankings as playoffs get closer. This has been your High School Minute, sponsored by Southeast Community College, with locations in Lincoln, Beatrice, and Milford. Learn more today at southeast.edu.
Shopping for new flooring is different today. Getting your questions answered, making the right selection, getting the best value, and installed quickly and professionally. Visit ostreetcarpet.com or shop our store. We'll answer all your questions and help you make the right choice. You'll be enjoying your new floor in just days for less than you'd pay elsewhere. Carpet, vinyl, wood, laminate, tile, and area rugs. We've got it all.
O Street Carpet.
1732 O Street. Family owned and operated. Always the best value.
Welcome to today's episode of The Great Unknowns. Last time we talked about why chickens can't just cross the road in peace. Today's topic is the great unknowns of the future. Like, am I ready for what life throws at me? Well, that answer is easy. Just call a local State Farm agent. State Farm agents will help you plan for the what-ifs in life so you know what to expect if the unexpected happens. When you want the real deal, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Call your local State Farm agent, Vinny Kreekak, at 402-474-1173.
93.7 The Ticket. Fox KFXL weather. Sponsored by Security First Bank. A relationship you can count on.
A chilly morning, but with a decent amount of sunshine. We'll see an afternoon high approaching 65. Winds will be much calmer out of the northwest at 10. Clouds, though, thicken this evening into tonight. We could even see a few scattered showers. A low down to around 43. Decreasing cloud cover tomorrow, but cooler with a high of 61. I'm meteorologist Tim Wright for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Hi, Sean Callahan here. In 2013, I first came across Koppel Chevrolet GMC in Louisville, and I've been a customer ever since. What's kept me coming back to Koppel is the people. Oftentimes, owner Bob Koppel and his son Brandon are right there with you in the showroom, walking you through the process. There's no runaround at Koppel. It's a hardworking Nebraska company built on honest, small-town values. So make that short drive to Louisville or visit them online at koppelcars.com.
Nguyen Vape is celebrating their grand opening with 20% off products all month long. They have the largest disposable vape selection in town and also carry Delta 8 and Delta 10 and various other moon rocks. If you're looking for help to relax, sleep, or ease pain, they have a variety of gummies you can choose from and Kratom that could help with pain relief, anxiety, and stress. You can't miss them right on the southwest corner of 27th and O Street. Nguyen Vape, your headquarters in Lincoln for vapes and Delta 8 or 10.
Back to old school with DP and J on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome back to old school, and again, thank Kevin Meyer from Meyer Cork and Bottle. He hit home runs today. That was pretty good stuff. All around, good stuff. Actually surprised. I'm not a wine guy. It's just my wife has tried to get me to be one. And Kevin Meyer has taken many more steps along the way to get that to happen than anybody else ever could. Couple of things. We do have trivia for you later.
Okay.
Later.
How are we feeling about it? How should I feel about it?
Well, so there's two trivias. There's one that's is a clip.
Okay.
It's a commercial, and to see whether you know the commercial or not.
Okay.
And then the other is just a trivia question. And you know me, I like to get you into the current stats space.
Mm-hmm.
And you did pretty well with the batting averages, so I was going to put you in a different space today.
Can I ask what sport?
Baseball.
Okay.
Baseball. So they can call now. I will give you the question.
Okay.
And they can simply call in and tell us whether they think you know this answer or not.
Okay.
Whether you know this answer or not. Okay.
Are we doing it before the 5 o'clock hour?
We're going to do this. We're going to do this now.
Okay.
We're going to do this now. So they can call it.
Sounds good.
All right. The question is, kind sir.
I guess I need to upload the clip. Go ahead. I can multitask.
No. Okay. Go ahead and play the clip. We'll do this one. We'll do this first. Play. There's a long clip and a short clip. Play the long clip.
Loading.
Yeah.
There it is.
How are you this week, Mr. Johnson?
You doesn't have to call me Johnson. My name is Raymond J. Johnson Jr. You can call me Ray, or you can call me Jay, or you can call me Johnny, or you can call me Sonny, or you can call me Johnny, or you can call me Ray J, or you can call me RJ, or you can call me RJJ, or you can call me RJJ Jr.
The question is, what's the next line? Does Nick know the next line? Team Nick or Team No?
So it's what's the next line, not the...
Right. What's the next line? Nick? Simple. You can call 464-5685.
Do we think people know the next line?
People know. People would absolutely know. They absolutely know. So we'll throw it to break. Matter of fact, we can play this with Barry Thompson, top of the hour.
Perfect.
Well enough. You're listening to Old School.
You're listening to Old School with DP and J. Download the mobile app and listen wherever you are on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. 93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
A chilly morning, but with a decent amount of sunshine. We'll see an afternoon high approaching 65. Winds will be much calmer out of the northwest at 10. Clouds, though, thicken this evening into tonight. We could even see a few scattered showers. A low down to around 43. Decreasing cloud cover tomorrow, but cooler with a high of 61. I'm meteorologist Tim Wright for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Join the revolution with Jim and Trav this week as Kurt Wells from Bowhunter Magazine and host of Bowhunter TV recounts his recent elk hunt where he arrowed a massive 7x9 bull. Then Alan Probst from North American Trapper walks us through trapping rules, regulations, and tips that will make us more proficient fur bearers. Finally, Cat Daddy gets us up to speed and ready for the fall catfishing frenzy. The revolution is presented by Outdoor Channel, Sportsman Channel, World Fishing Network, and My Outdoor TV. Sunday mornings at 8 a.m. on 93.7 The Ticket. Lincoln's Ticket to Sports.
Dreaming of the perfect kitchen? More room for entertaining? Today, the Johnsons got both and saved by consolidating their debt. With a home equity line of credit, you can borrow money as you need it, have flexible payment options, and pay interest on only the money you're using. If you have equity in your home, the possibilities are endless with a home equity line of credit. What will you decide to do? Get started by visiting LibertyFirstCU.com today. Approval required. Equal opportunity lender. Liberty First Credit Union. Banking with purpose.
Welcome to today's episode of The Great Unknowns. Last time we talked about why chickens can't just cross the road in peace. Today's topic is the great unknowns of the future. Like, am I ready for what life throws at me? Well, that answer is easy. Just call a local State Farm agent. State Farm agents will help you plan for the what-ifs in life so you know what to expect if the unexpected happens. When you want the real deal, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Call your local State Farm agent, Vinny Krekak, at 402-474-1173.
Century Electric is now hiring for experienced licensed electricians. This position will serve around the Lincoln area on both commercial and residential jobs. Century Electric is well established with 40 years in operation and offers a substantial hiring bonus as well as tons of benefits. For more information or to apply, go online to centuryelectric.com and click the careers tab or call them at 402-467-5550. Come work for a great company today with Century Electric, whose commitment is always to their customers.
Dancing at weddings, walking the dog, playing with grandchildren. These are the small moments that make life great. They're also the moments that chronic pain steals from us. Don't let chronic pain stop you or a loved one from living life. At MD Pain, we wrote the book on effective, ethical pain management. We offer the most up-to-date treatments from Nebraska's leading physicians. Don't let pain stand in your way. Call MD Pain.
Hi, I'm Charlie Stone, and joining me is Andy Goodyear, General Manager of Honda of Lincoln. Andy, are you there?
Yes, I am, Charlie.
Hey, Andy, I saw on television you have more than 500 new Hondas in stock or on the way. Now, I'm sure the listener would like to hear more of that.
Well, Charlie, it's true. We have truckloads of new Honda arriving just about every day. What's different is you won't wait very long, because most all of them are pre-sold. So we're urging all of our get in here, get their order in as possible.
Well, tell me, Andy, will they have to wait?
Not really. It could be a few days or maybe even a few. Come on out and experience the Honda of Lincoln way of doing business. 27th and Yankee Hill Road, or online at hondaoflincoln.com.
Thank you, Andy. Andy Goodyear, General Manager of Honda of Lincoln.
Welcome back, Husker fans. Using and college filing class certified service, OEM parts, and free loaner cars. Eustace Body Shop can call the right place to keep you in the game. Whether it's in Lincoln at 88th and Highway 2 or at any of our other 5 locations across Nebraska, Eustace Body Shop can help get you back on the road. Go Big Red.
The most recommended Eustace Body Shop. That's who we are.
Lay the groundwork for more harvesting capacity when you order new John Deere combines and headers during Landmark Implement's early order program. Whether you're looking to improve your existing combine, corn head, or flex draper, or you've been wanting to update to a new model year, now is the time to upgrade. Get the very latest harvesting equipment and technology that fit your operations needs. Get your new John Deere harvest equipment built just the way you want. Contact your local Landmark Implement for full details and experience the Landmark difference.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com.
On the internet.
KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket. Coming at you live from the Koppel Chevrolet GMC studios. This is Old School, sponsored by the Mercado by Certified Piedmontese. Broadcasting veteran Derek Pearson.
When you find something that moves that makes them smile, celebrate it. That's your task. That's your superpower.
Nebraska Football Hall of Famer Jay Foreman.
Rifles a pass. It was tipped. It's picked up by Foreman. He's at the 15, 10, 5. He'll score!
On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome back. Old School. Nick, if you would please play the clip again.
Okay.
And let the folks know what you're dealing with before we get to Brandon and Barry.
How are you this week, Mr. Johnson?
You doesn't have to call me Johnson. My name is Raymond J. Johnson Jr. Now, you can call me Ray, or you can call me Jay, or you can call me Johnny, or you can call me Sonny, or you can call me Johnny, or you can call me Ray J, or you can call me RJ, or you can call me RJJ, or you can call me RJJ Jr.
Nick's trivia today is, does he know the next line? Brandon is on the Honda Lincoln hotline. Brandon, what's happening?
Hey, guys. How's it going?
It's good. It's good. So our question to you is, are you team Nick or are you team Nah? Does Nick know this or nah?
Can I ask Nick one question?
Yes.
And it doesn't. Nick, are you a big King of the Hill fan?
I am not.
I'm going to go team nah.
Isn't the next line something along the lines of, or you can call me Johnston?
I'm going to say no.
Okay. So
play the other clip.
So then Brandon gets it.
Brandon gets a T-shirt. Now play the other clip so you can actually hear what it is.
All right, let's play this. Let me open it up. Come on.
You have to call me Johnson.
Oh, okay.
It's the very first line he uttered.
You have to call me Johnson.
So you don't have to call me Johnson.
So you don't have to call me Johnson.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Or okay. Nice job, Brandon.
Well done, Brandon. Brandon for the win. All right, we will get him hooked up. Let's tee up. Let's tee up, Barry.
I should probably help out. So Brandon gets a T-shirt.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Brandon gets a T-shirt. He's on line 1, Jake.
Mm-hmm. If you would, please.
Yes.
And
And then once Jake puts him on, I'll be able to bring Barry on.
Well, no, you can play Barry's music.
Yes.
Yeah, you can play Barry's
I need
music. Let's get in the mood here.
We had to think about how we needed to do this so nobody got dropped on the phones.
Let's set the. There we go.
The autumn wind is a pirate, blustering in from sea. With a rollicking song, he sweeps along, swaggering boisterously. His face is weather-beaten. He wears a hooded sash, with a silver hat about his head, and a bristling black mustache. He growls as he storms the country, a villain big and bold. And the trees all shake and quiver and quake as he robs them of their gold. The autumn wind is a raider, pillaging just for fun. He'll knock you round and upside down and laugh when he's conquered and won.
Let's bring him in. QB coach Barry Thompson, Fairfax Football Academy. BT, what's happening, young man? How are you?
I'm doing great. I wonder if Johnson said to just drop the mic when he recorded that.
Yeah, I think he was done. after that.
You think he just dropped it? He hey, on one take, Johnson said that, just dropped it, and I'm out.
Yeah. Like it was
down
just
to Myers and Cork and ordered a cab and a slab. You think that's what he did?
Yeah, that's absolutely. He sounds like a cab and a slab kind of dude. I think that's perfect. Lots going on, brother. Lots going on. Let's get to the good stuff first. We had a listener text in and ask if Barry Thompson has seen any Noah Walters tape. What say you, sir?
The kid can make all the throws. You know, you just wonder with the player. Am I correct that he doesn't have any offers yet?
None that we're particularly impressed by. Not the one the one that matters.
Yeah, you see a kid like that, and just I've been with this quarterback thing for a while. And when players are considered undersized, underweight, undersized, the best advice I can give to a quarterback is you got to really hit the brick to find out a guy who's really in love with you.
Mm-hmm.
I know it must be the Lincoln kid. You know, everybody wants all the good players in Nebraska to stay home, but you look at how their offense is run, and it'd be great to have a kid there that talent. But man, is he Logan? You know what I mean? Is he Adrian? Is that what they're looking for? But he can get the ball to all areas of the field. He's smart. You read a little bit about him. He seems like a good person, which is important. But the only things that when you're looking at the tape is you kind of wonder about the level of competition. You can't punish him for that, but you kind of wonder, right? Like he has an insane amount of time to throw the ball sometimes, and but this kid can clearly throw the football, and it looks like he can play the position. He's definitely a kid that when you watch highlights, at least to me, that's a person I want to get to know more about, which I think is the purpose of highlights. That somebody sees something. I would love to see him play somewhere where he was turned loose at the college level, rather than trying to fight his way through something that maybe doesn't fit his style of play. He's the type of kid that really hoping the best for. If Nebraska takes him, I hope they have the perfect things that they're going to ask him to do, and that would be fire if they offered him. But I like him. To your callers, yes, I like him.
Barry,
where's he fit?
Right. But that fit thing, right? So a couple of things with the fit. You mentioned that he makes all the throws. So let's go through the checklist for when you're looking at film and you're looking. Let's put him at a Power 5 level as the measuring stick, as the standard, right? So when you say that he can make all of the throws, you make a point. It's purposeful with you and your young people that you teach them certain throws, certain space, certain timing on that space, certain elevations to those throws, etc. Different velocities, exceptional.
Right.
For you, when you say making all the throws, what throws are you speaking of?
Well, the one that jumps out easiest is the biggest separator at the high school level is when you see a guy go from one hash to the other hash. That's one level. When you see a guy go from one hash to the other sideline, that's another level, right? So then, that tells you that this player possesses the arm strength, and the significance of that is that's an arm that can make defenders defend the whole field. So the high school level, that throw will beat a lot of people because the defensive coordinators, they just don't come up against quarterbacks who can stretch. So they'll have on the far side of the field, they'll have their defensive backs cheat way inside, right? Because they say, well, nobody's going to throw out there. And then it becomes an easy completion for a guy with that arm strength because he's got all that space from probably 3 or 4 yards in from the numbers all the way to the sideline to put the ball. If you go through those tapes, you see that. You see him throw on the run. You also see, which is interesting too, people have different names for these balls, but you not only have to be accurate with the ball, as you were indicating, but there are times that you have to make the ball do certain things and be accurate. So one that comes up a lot, let's say a quarterback kind of rolls out to his, say he rolls out to his right, he's flushed out. And what will happen is there'll be a defender, maybe 10 or 15 yards downfield, who's in zone coverage, and he starts to slide with that as that quarterback starts to roll. Well, a lot of times there's a receiver right behind that defender. And a quarterback needs to be able to make that throw to go over the defender and down to the running back. Like some people call it 2-ball. We don't call anything. I said, this is the throw you're going to make. There are throws in the seam where there's a linebacker maybe matched up with your slot. Now, from the quarterback's perspective, he's looking at the back helmet of the linebacker, where that ball needs to go up over his helmet and down to his hands, and it needs to get down to the running back before the safety comes and crushes him. So you see him make some throws like that indicates that he not only has the arm strength, but he has the capability to manipulate the ball when it needs to be manipulated. And that's, now you've got a set of things there that you want to go in and say, okay, what more? I need to learn more about this young man.
Barry, in making throws, a lot of it comes down to difficult spots on the field, difficult timing. What are the most difficult throws to make?
I think the most difficult ones are the ones where the quarterback's cut off guard. So if a quarterback, we just saw a great performance Monday night. I don't think I've ever seen a performance like that with Lamar Jackson. He completed 86% of his passes, 4 touchdowns, over 400 yards. The only thing that came to mind was Phil Simms going 22 or 25 in the Super Bowl. But that when you see performances like that, that is a quarterback who is hitting all the notes. He has the ability to fix any protection issues or handle them through his route structure. His feet and his eyes are tied together as in terms of timing and where he wants to throw the ball. He has an understanding of pre and post snap of what the defense is, what the coverage is, and where he wants to go with the ball. And he gets it there on time. It's accurate. And when the quarterback gets to that, playing that type of football, that's easy. The most difficult one is one where maybe he's hanging on or he gets surprised a little bit. Pressure comes from the unexpected spot. And that's when guys really make their money, because a lot of quarterbacks at that point, in their own way, will kind of panic. Not, me panic, but quarterback panic, right?
Right.
They lose track of, down, distance, time, and scoring, and that's when you're sitting on the couch yelling at them, like, why didn't he go here? Other guys, when that happens, right, or maybe coverage fooled them, they almost clinically go to the next thing. So that's the hardest part.
You got to watch Adrian on Saturday night, and at one stretch, he's 11 of 12, 11 of his last 12, 3 touchdowns, 1 on the ground. Things are going his way. How do you drill into a quarterback those other moments, those late in the game moments? And I know you and I joke about, you not pitching me the ball near the goal line, and your response is always the same, but it's always right. It's always right.
I was just talking to somebody about that. I said, I got a teammate who still won't let me forget it.
Right? That's it had a purpose.
Right, it did. You do this to me all the time, TV. Your question portends my parallel universe that I'm living in. I've got a young 15-year-old varsity quarterback, and I constantly have to stay ahead of him, because the realization is he doesn't know what he doesn't know, and I've got to prepare him for those things that he doesn't know, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's a combination of talking about those things. Some of it you can kind of recontract if you have control of the practice script, and you can create a situation. Those types of things, you can put them in the red zone, you can put them in third and short, and then you got film on it. And you can control what defense or blitzes you're seeing, and you can kind of manage that through a practice script. So it's that combination. They need to be exposed to it. They absolutely need to be exposed to those situations. Most of us, all of us, learn through. We gain wisdom through experience, and most of it's bad experience. Right? We do something that doesn't work out right, and then we learn from it, and all of a sudden we're wise. Well, it's the same learning process. You have to give them a chance to be exposed to it as best you can, and it needs to be discussed. And there are going to be failures in it, and you just want to see that they're not making the same mistake twice. I think you and I had a phrase for a while. In that position, you want to fail forward.
Yep.
Right?
And
you're going to make mistakes, but fail forward.
Yeah, and I think in Adrian's heart of hearts, that's what he's intending to do, right? That when a play is needed, and look, you've been the quarterback and you've coached quarterbacks that had to be the playmaker for his offense, the guy that had to move the change the scoreboard, change the momentum, stem the tide, all of those things. And then there's a different level of pressure for a guy who has to make the play all the time. And then there's a wear and tear that happens when you have to make the play all the time. What would you talk to Adrian Martinez about for late game moments where he may be fatigued and you're going to ask one more thing of him than he may have in his arsenal?
It's going to be a weird talk because you got some smart listeners there, but you tell me another quarterback at the FBS level that's carrying the burden that he carries offensively for that team.
Yeah.
I mean, isn't he the leading rusher?
Yeah.
Yeah. Come on now. I mean, that's a lot.
Right. Plus leading scorer, on top of that.
Leading scorer, leading rusher. I mean, that's great. And he's that guy and everything else. But that is a lot. It is a lot. And it is a lot that then needs to be educated. I've seen Adrian failing forward.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen it, and it's a tough thing. Like, when has he ever been in that moment with a top 10 team in Lincoln, Nebraska on a Saturday night, with a chance to kind of springboard the team to a bowl? Like, when has he ever been in that situation? The answer is he has. That night was his first thing. And here's the tough conversation. You're asking this guy to do everything, but the conversation is, Adrian, there's times when we don't need you to do everything.
Yeah.
And that's another whole gear.
Mm-hmm.
Now, he's smart. I think he'll learn it quickly. Like I said, we all gain wisdom through experience, but most of us through bad experience. My heart sank when he fumbled that ball. Really sank. And the reason it sank was because of the burden that he's carrying. And he's not complaining about it. Right? And there's a lot of quarterbacks who would love to have that burden.
Right.
So, and I'm sure he's that guy. But there's a difference.
We lost you, bro. We lost him. It looks like we lost him. He's probably moving around. That's okay. We'll pause him and get him back. Yeah. Let's get him back on. So through all of what we're talking about, you get him back? There we go, Barry.
Right
there we go, bro.
Right. So just to finish up my thought about Adrian, I'm sure the person is, he wants that. He wants that responsibility. But now he's got to learn that there's moments in the game where doing less is okay.
Well,
I think that's his big learning.
That's another Coach Thompson-ism, like do less better, right? We understand that sometimes doing less is the right thing to do, making good decisions, and sometimes doing less from it, with it, is a difference maker. There's also a thing that happens, right? You've been the guy who calls plays at a high level in big situations down in the final 2 minutes. As much as the play calling ideal is a part of this, the personnel part of it also matters. Like the personnel on the field. You can't call all verts if you don't have your all verts guys on the field, unless you're lucky enough to have a team where you've got all vert guys on your roster all the time. Like, so how do you handle that? How would you deal with no timeouts, 90 seconds left, and you got the wrong personnel on the floor in the biggest play of the ballgame?
You deal with it in practice. It's just something that, there's something that should be a practice segment at a certain point. And, that you have your two-minute personnel group, right? And you practice the scenarios. Hey, the ball's here in the 40. We have 1:30 to go. We've got one timeout. We need to go for a field goal. Boom. Right? Call your plays, run it, bang, bang. You film it, execute it. They get pretty good at that. You give them another scenario, and then you keep doing it. And then hopefully the staff says, hey, what if we're discombobulated on the sideline? Hey, we got the wrong personnel group. And how are you going to call that? Right? That's where that stuff gets worked out. It doesn't get worked out in the moment. It really doesn't.
No kidding.
People, the thing as a play caller, when something that may not be commonly thought about when it comes to calling plays is that oftentimes play callers are a play behind. You see something and you go, okay, I know what I'm going to call next. And you call it, and then that last thing that you saw, it's not there. It's different. Right?
Yep.
And so this is why quarterbacks become important. They can get you out of a bad play, or they can avoid a bad decision because they can recognize that, hey, that's not good for this particular play. And there are times when play callers get a play ahead. So you can often see that sometimes in a big college game, or sometimes in pro games. And what you'll see is the offensive team, for instance, just go down the field like butter. And when you're seeing that, what you're seeing is that the offensive coordinators are play ahead of the defensive coordinator. Now, inevitably, those games tighten up. Why? Because the DC catches up, right? He catches up. And all those things that look so easy, and you think, why do I keep doing that? They catch up. And now you got to go play football. But, yeah, the play calling is great. You have a design, but within that design, you should have some answers built in. And in order to get to those answers, you need a quarterback.
Yeah, I think the question here, and we'll go back to the text line. Texter asks, is there any truth to some players just have that it factor, or can you teach it?
Quarterbacks have different competitive demeanors, and so that's with them no matter who they are as a person. When the demeanor's matched up with a style of play, to me, that all combines the it. There's nothing magic about a good quarterback. All good quarterbacks do the same thing, and they all lead the same. They're all leaders and competitive leaders. Now, their style and their personality, like you can imagine Drew Brees is, and you hear him talk, he's different than Tom Brady. You know, Tom has got a sharp tongue, I can tell.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and Peyton's different. And then you go back and look at a guy like Warren Moon.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Warren, you know, he had a different style, maybe a little quieter about how he did things. So the it factor is their personality, their competitive demeanor, and their style of play. Their how they go about their work. That combines to make the it factor. Rich Gannon wasn't thought very much of out of college, but you know he had those years where the Raiders in 2000, 2002, you know, and that was the it factor then. So I hope I answered your callers. It's unique. There's a saying that every quarterback is his own enigma,
mm-hmm.
right? They're all slightly different, not in a bad way, but they're all slightly different. They lead differently, but there's a commonality in how they go about the good ones. The commonality about their diligence and preparation, their integrity as human beings, and all of them are comfortable in all areas of the locker room, right? They are unifiers just by nature. And they can play ball.
yeah. Well, the good ones can. We've known some that couldn't. And they're all bipolar because no quarterback speaks from day to day in his game voice.
Right.
Like that.
Right.
Yeah. Right. Like it just those two things exist, right?
That is a great observation. Yes. You get in the game. There's a different voice. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that.
I was telling. Let me real quick. I was telling somebody, you know, about the old days when you huddled. I remember when I was a sophomore varsity quarterback, there was a senior receiver that came into the huddle, and he was complaining that I wasn't throwing the ball, and he said he had guys that were up and saying, "Here I am, a sophomore," and I let loose with a second language, and at the end of it, I told him that if he ever said another word in my huddle again, he would never see the football. So, yes, quarterbacks do have another volume that they speak.
Nick also, he did that when he was a senior as well, just so you know. He would also have that conversation. I think he was the first person that I said, was that French? Did my quarterback just speak French in the huddle? Just let me know. I know you're open. Shut up and wait your turn. Like, there's another way. BT, what are we eating, brother? What are we eating?
Oh, had a good week. I'm going to challenge, you know, I'm a beer guy. You know, they're slowly converting you to some of these wines and so forth. We did something this week, Fettuccine Alfredo. Now, no cream. Now, we've all grown up with the cream sauce. You can buy it and sop it up and this, that. But it turns out Italians don't cook it that way. So this is a really, really simple dish, and I recommend everybody try it. And it's really good. You do have to eat it when it's hot. I had a side of broccoli rabe, or you may know it as rapini. There's a really easy way to fix that. And we had the broccoli, and I cooked a little bit of shrimp separately. And, you know, just put the shrimp if you want. But the main dish is Fettuccine Alfredo. So here goes. Get a pot of water. And the fun is that most people don't put enough water in when they go to make the pasta. So get 4 to 6 quarts of water in there. And if you get up that level, you're literally going to take a quarter of a cup of salt. I know it sounds weird, but put it in, it will season your pasta. And a separate skillet, once that pasta gets going, you'll take one of those Pyrex, 2-cup things or 1 cup and dip it in there to get the pasta water out. And you're going to take a cup of that and put it in that skillet over like low, medium heat. Then one at a time, I take 3 tablespoons of butter, and you take a whisk, and you take 1 tablespoon, you just whisk it in that water until it melts, and then add the second and third. Grated Parmesan. Spend the money to go get a real block. Don't buy the pre. Shave it yourself. Grate it yourself. About 3/4 of a cup. So after that butter's in, you put that grated Parmesan in the same way, a little bit at a time. You don't want to clump up. Just stir it and stir it and stir it. And as that begins to look like something, you take the pasta. Don't drain it. You can just scoop it up out of the pot and get it right into that dish. And you toss and you turn, and you toss and you turn, and you toss and you turn. And as you start to toss and turn, that thing that looks like loose kind of thing starts to tighten up a little bit. And that's coating that pasta in the butter and the cheese that's in there. And you put that on the plate, and it is fantastic. You can put a little pepper on if you want and sprinkle a little more Parmesan cheese. But it's an outstanding dish, and it's really simple to make. It probably takes you 15 minutes from the time the water's boiling to eating something. It's a really great dish. And like I said, we had a side of rapini, which is you kind of parboil a little bit, olive oil in the pan, you really thin garlic in the olive oil, and some red pepper flakes, and you just let that get hot. You toss that stuff in there for 2 or 3 minutes and put that on the plate. Man, maybe you need a Cabernet. And by the way, we have AVAs here in Virginia. There's 10 regions. We got 8 AVAs.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying, Blue Ridge, Shenandoah,
Yeah.
Hamptons, Chesapeake.
Go ahead and tell them.
Shore.
Tell them.
Yeah, get at me. Get at me.
Tell them. Tell them. That is head coach Barry Thompson, Fairfax Football Academy. BT, thank you once again, brother. Love what you do.
All right,
Love you.
thanks for having me.
All right, man. That's Barry Thompson. We'll throw the break. We'll come back. More trivia for Nick. More trivia for Nick. You can call now, 464-5685. And I have 2 questions. If they can, okay. I'll let you choose which one you want to answer. Or I'll let the listener choose which one they have you answer.
Oh, all right.
All right. 464-5685. Call now.
Watch Old School live on Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch. Old School with DP and J on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. 93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Sponsored by Security First Bank, a relationship you can count on.
A chilly morning, but with a decent amount of sunshine. We'll see an afternoon high approaching 65. Winds will be much calmer out of the northwest at 10. Clouds, though, thicken this evening into tonight. We could even see a few scattered showers. A low down to around 43. Decreasing cloud cover tomorrow, but cooler with a high of 61. I'm meteorologist Tim Wright for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Building a house today is completely different than it was a year ago. It's great. It's a great time to build a house.
Bob Benish is the founder and president of Aspen Builders, online at aspenbuildersinc.com.
Interest rates are fantastic. Our lot selection is fantastic. Being a large volume builder like we are, we tend to get very good discounts from our suppliers, which has been very helpful. So if you want to build right now, it's a great time to call, make an appointment, set a budget, sign a contract. You're locked in. I'm locked in. Let's figure out your location. Let's get that lot reserved. It allows you then to have some freedom and room to sell your home for a great profit. In the end, it's going to be a win-win for you.
Make your dream home a reality and call Aspen Builders at 423-6811. Online at aspenbuildersinc.com. Your home is waiting at Aspen Builders.
Welcome back, Husker fans. Eustace Body Shop is happy to welcome the best fans in college football back to Lincoln. With Gold Class certified service, OEM parts, and free loaner cars, Eustace Body Shop can call the right place to keep you in the game. Whether it's in Lincoln at 88th and Highway 2 or at any of our other 5 locations across Nebraska, Eustace Body Shop can help get you back on the road. Go Big Red.
The most recommended Eustace Body Shop. That's who we are.
Dreaming of the perfect kitchen? More room for entertaining? Today, the Johnsons got both and saved by consolidating their debt. With a home equity line of credit, you can borrow money as you need it, have flexible payment options, and pay interest on only the money you're using. If you have equity in your home, the possibilities are endless with a home equity line of credit. What will you decide to do? Get started by visiting LibertyFirstCU.com today. Approval required. Equal opportunity lender. Liberty First Credit Union. Banking with purpose.
Your home should not be a zoo to unwelcomed animals. Let the experts at Bats to Rats take care of those problems. Dane has been a leader in wildlife and pest management and prevention in Lincoln and the surrounding area for 15 years. He can help you get rid of bats, rodents, and anything else. Whether it's residential or commercial buildings, schools, apartments, or churches, they're always a phone call away. Call today at 402-310-0904 or visit batstorats.com. Bats to Rats Wildlife Control and Prevention.
Hi, Sean Callahan here. In 2013, I first came across Koppel Chevrolet GMC in Louisville, and I've been a customer ever since. What's kept me coming back to Koppel is the people. Oftentimes, owner Bob Koppel and his son Brandon are right there with you in the showroom, walking you through the process. There's no runaround at Koppel. It's a hardworking Nebraska company built on honest, small-town values. So make that short drive to Louisville or visit them online at koppelcars.com.
Lay the groundwork for more harvesting capacity when you order new John Deere combines and headers during Landmark Implement's early order program. Whether you're looking to improve your existing combine, corn head, or flex draper, or you've been wanting to update to a new model year, now is the time to upgrade. Get the very latest harvesting equipment and technology that fit your operations needs. Get your new John Deere harvest equipment built just the way you want. Contact your local Landmark Implement for full details and experience the Landmark difference.
The Mercado by Certified Piedmontese Beef is Lincoln's newest full-service butcher shop, offering premium fresh-cut steaks and house-made sausages daily from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. They exclusively carry certified Piedmontese beef raised right here in Nebraska. When shopping at the Mercado, you're not only supporting local, but also enjoying the official beef of Nebraska athletics. With prime-grade tenderness and unparalleled nutritionals, your backyard barbecue is about to get a serious upgrade. Stop into the Mercado today, located off 84th and Havelock in Lincoln.
Welcome to today's episode of The Great Unknowns. Last time, we talked about why chickens can't just cross the road in peace. Today's topic is the great unknowns of the future. Like, am I ready for what life throws at me? Well, that answer is easy. Just call a local State Farm agent. State Farm agents will help you plan for the what-ifs in life so you know what to expect if the unexpected happens. When you want the real deal, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Call your local State Farm agent, Vinny Krekak, at 402-474-1173.
The party is back on in Lincoln this fall, and there's no party like the A1 Automotive Ticket Tailgate pregame show at Tipsy Tina's in the Haymarket. Join the whole ticket crew for 2.5 hours of pregame coverage before every home and away game this football season as they get you ready for the game. It's the A1 Automotive Ticket Tailgate pregame show at Tipsy Tina's in the Haymarket. Sponsored by Farrell's Extreme Body Shaping, Tractor Supply Distribution Center, T.O. Haas Tire and Auto, Planet Fitness, Barnwood and Leather, and Vitalize Health. Back to old school with DP and J on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome back, old school 93.7 The Ticket. Nick is about to dive into the isolated booth.
Oh, yeah.
See, that's why you know you're old when you remember quiz shows where you had to go into the isolated booth.
I don't remember that one.
Nick can't hear anything right now, so we will ask a trivia question, and then Nick will tell us whether he has the answer or not. Let's go to the phone line. Let's go to the Honda Lincoln hotline. Is it Bofus?
Bofus, I believe.
Bofus, what's happening, man? Thank you for you.
Great show, man. You guys are awesome. I'm just getting ready to go to my daughter's volleyball game.
Okay.
Ooh, nice.
All right. Give her a shout out. Wish her luck.
Will do.
Bofus, I'm going to allow you to choose the topic that the trivia question will come from. All right. It's Major League Baseball, and it's Nick. Put your phone down.
Sorry.
Put your phone down, you cheater.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Easy, Bofus. I got a text. That's why I was looking at my phone.
Put the phone down. Bofus, is the category wins or saves? Which one did you want me to ask him?
What era first?
Now, like right now.
Saves.
Okay. Nick, I need 3 of the top 5 saves leaders in Major League Baseball. Both of us, do you think Nick gets this or no?
I'm on the fence, but I'm going to say he's not going to get it.
Okay.
Okay.
Nick, we need 3 of the top 5.
Wait a minute. He had his phone.
No, I don't.
I don't.
He didn't know
I'm on the stream. Yeah, I'm on the stream.
Yeah, he didn't.
We're good.
He didn't know. He didn't have the questions either. So here we go.
Okay, so saves for this season.
Uh-huh.
Mark Melanson's probably got to be up there.
Is that a probably or
it is? I have confidence in that one.
Okay. That's 1.
Liam Hendricks from the White Sox.
That would be 2.
Oh goodness.
You need 1 of the 3 through 5.
I know.
This is the answer that
I want to say. It's not probably not the guy from the Braves. What about Kenley Jansen? Oh, Bofus, I hate to do this for you.
Nick came through. Nicky boy with a
Wow,
win.
I'm shocked.
Nicely done, man.
I'm shocked. Thanks for playing, Bofus. I appreciate it, man.
Appreciate it, brother. It's good stuff. Who's on the other line? Who we got? Who's with us? Who we got?
Tater.
Tater, that's right. I forgot. Sorry, man. Big Sky told me I forgot.
What's
I'm easy to forget. No big deal.
Oh, easy, Tater. Come on
chance,
now.
No chance.
Just kidding.
Okay, so Tater, I have another trivia question for Nick.
right.
I will ask Nick the question. You tell me whether Nick knows the answer or does not know the answer. The subject is wins. Major League pitchers wins.
Okay.
I need 3 of the top 5. Tater, will he know 3 of the top 5 or no?
No.
Okay.
Nobody's got confidence in me.
I'm just Nick. You got to learn.
No, I gave you my confidence last week, and it didn't work out.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Scherzer's probably in the top 5 there, even though he played for 2 teams, Dodgers and Nats.
Yes.
So Scherzer's 1.
Mm-hmm.
Wainwright from the Cardinals.
2.
Because he came on. And then
I need 1 of the other 3.
Oh, Walker Buehler. Oh, man. This is just great. This is just fantastic. Thanks for playing, Tater.
Appreciate you, brother. Yeah, no, line them up, man. Line them up. Now, this was the tough one I was going to ask you.
Okay.
All right. And there's a lot of conversation now about money in the NBA and otherwise.
Yeah.
Who was the first player to get a shoe endorsement deal in the NBA?
Oh, geez.
Who was the first player?
I feel like I've read this somewhere. Since I'm not playing against anybody, can you give us an era?
You're not. Well, it's the first one. Like it's the first.
Yeah, I know, but I'm not even sure when.
It's the first one, and it wasn't Jordan, so it was pre-Michael Jordan. So it gives you any idea. It was pre-Michael Jordan. Text line, you can chime in, and if you think Big Sky, any idea, any guesses? Are you looking it up?
Oh, he texted it in.
Oh. Chuck Taylor was never a player. Chuck Taylor was a salesman for Converse. Back in the 20s. He was actually, yeah. What if I told you it was Adidas? It was Adidas. It was not Converse.
So that means Julius Irving wore Converse.
He wore Converse.
So it wasn't Dr. J.
Text line, it was not Dr. J. It was not Clyde Drexler. It was not George Mikan.
I don't know.
And Bubba, you're close. It was 2 years before Walt Frazier. Walt Frazier had a Puma deal, Clyde's Pumas. But before Clyde Frazier, somebody had a shoe deal. And I'm telling you, I gave the hint I can give you is that it was Adidas. Matt, you're so close. You're 1 year behind. Pistol Pete was right behind this guy. Pistol Pete was right behind him. That's a pretty good guess, though. He had the Adidas, and they were. He actually sold like floppy socks. They actually. No, it was not Oscar. He's in the Hall of Fame. I'll tell you that.
It wouldn't have been Kareem. Did Kareem wear Adidas?
Kareem in Milwaukee,
Okay.
1971, green 3-stripe Adidas.
Awesome.
In 1971, the very first ones. Give me a guess on how much money you think he got for that.
Oh, geez.
Give me a guess. To tell you that Dr. J got, I think he got, Walt Frazier got 5,000. That's it.
Walt got 5.
Walt got 5.
So Kareem for the first one, probably around 20 or 30.
25.
25.
And it's the green. They were the green. And then a lot of they had to change it because a lot of the Celtics start wearing it.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah.
A lot of the Celtics start wearing it. And then he got traded to Los Angeles, and then he had to change colors, and then that changed the game. So not bad. Not bad across the way. While we're in this mode, they released coach's salary, head college football coach, head coach salaries. And I was so wrong. Like, I would have got this wrong.
I was as well.
Wrong.
Mm-hmm.
So everybody probably understands that Ryan Day of Ohio State's top highest paid coach in the Big Ten.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Right. 6.6 million.
His buyout's not even that egregious compared to some of the other ones.
Oh, it's 28.
But it's not egregious.
Hey,
to
bro,
some of the other
no,
ones.
that's 28 million, man. 28 million to get rid of me.
Well, I'd be happy.
Sign me up. As a matter of fact, so his is 28. His buyout's 28. Jimbo Fisher's buyout is $95 million.
Yeah.
Like, they can't fire him unless they pay him $95 million. Dabo Swinney, $47 million.
Mm-hmm.
Nick Saban, $38 million. They have to pay him to get rid of him. Then it falls down to 20 or so. Although Tom Allen from Indiana, if they fire him, they got to pay him $30 million.
I didn't see that one.
$30 million to get rid of him. Matt Campbell, Iowa State, to get rid of him, $28 million to get rid of him. Then you usually fall. Most folks are under 20 and somewhere in that space. What I was surprised about were a couple of things. One, that Jim Harbaugh wasn't in the high level of pay, which is just mind numbing. It's mind blown. That Harbaugh was $5 million, $4 million a year.
Well, I remember that he signed or agreed to a cheaper extension.
Yeah, he needs to re-up,
So,
and he needs to do something else.
Which is that
$4 million?
with-
He makes less than Brett Bielema.
I'll ask you this: with Harbaugh, is it the name that you're paying for, or is it
The branding.
him?
It's the branding. Like, there's a lot of money in Jim Harbaugh.
Well, and I feel like there's probably a decent amount of money in Michigan.
Yeah, I mean, well, you got the Jordan logo.
Yeah.
Like, this is the thing, but that's why it has to sell. It has
So-
to move. Oh, I'm positive he's got a Jordan deal. A Nike deal.
I'm sure.
And his coach's show deal is good money too.
Does that completely change for the better if you're Jim Harbaugh if he beats Ohio State? Is that what that's all riding on?
He has
Is
to beat
that the narrative?
Yeah, he has to beat Ohio State. Yeah. So the fact that, again, Pat Fitzgerald makes $5.7 million a year. Now, last year he was worth it. Not sure he was worth it. He's number 2. Then Mel Tucker with $5.5 million. I was slightly surprised that he's the number 13 paid coach in America. That's banana. Scott Frost behind him. Kirk Ferentz and Scott Frost with almost similar deals, although Scott's buyout is bigger than Kirk's. Down to Minnesota, PJ Fleck, $4.4 million. Jeff Brom from Purdue, $4.4 million. Paul Chris from Wisconsin, $4.4. Pretty much, he's just a little bit under the other folks. Tom Allen, 4.2, 4.3, somewhere in that ballpark. Bielema with 4.2. Harbaugh, $4 million. Greg Schiano at $4 million. And then it got really weird to me because you got to keep moving down this list to get all the way to Michael Locksley. Loxley makes $2.5 million.
Well, wasn't maybe I'm wrong about this. Wasn't Maryland his first head coaching job too?
Yeah, but
out of
$2.5
being
million,
the coordinator at Alabama,
it's still the Big Ten with Big Ten network
absolutely
money.
is.
Like
It
that's
absolutely is.
Like that's a whole lot of craziness right there. So, but hey, man, make y'all money. Make y'all.
I'd be
money.
happy with 2.2.
Make your money. His buyout's only $6 million. So guess what? If it
Hey,
don't go right,
I'm still fine.
Yeah, they writing that check, man. They writing that check. We'll throw the break more. We'll finish up old school. And again, don't bounce, because from at 6 to 7, you'll get the truth. Kobe Webster, CJ Wilcher will join us from Husker basketball. Big Sky will run the board and get them through and do that thing. But up next, well, I'll ask you who wins tonight's NFL game, and then who wins Major League Baseball's game of the night.
You're listening to Old School with DP and J. Download the mobile app and listen wherever you are on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Is your furnace or heat pump ready for winter? Call Bryant to schedule your home heating check. Comfortable, safe, efficient. Bryant Air Conditioning and Heating, 467-1111.
Lay the groundwork for more harvesting capacity when you order new John Deere combines and headers during Landmark Implement's early order program. Whether you're looking to improve your existing combine, corn head, or flex draper, or you've been wanting to update to a new model year, now is the time to upgrade. Get the very latest harvesting equipment and technology that fit your operations needs. Get your new John Deere harvest equipment built just the way you want. Contact your local Landmark Implement for full details and experience the Landmark difference.
This is your High School Minute.
With your Southeast Community College High School Minute, I'm Harrison Arns. It was a tough week for local Class A football teams in Lincoln. Lincoln Northeast lost to Creighton Prep 48-10. Lincoln High also lost to Kearney 34-14. Lincoln East fell in a tight contest against North Platte 41-38. Lincoln Pius beat by Omaha North 40-21. Lincoln Southwest fell this week to Papillion La Vista 28-7. Outside of Class A, Norris had a big win over Crete, 48-7. Lincoln Christian won with a large margin of victory, 57-14. Lincoln Lutheran also won this week over Bishop Newman, 30-17. In volleyball on Monday, Fresno State commit Shaylee Myers had a monster game for Lincoln Southwest on senior night. She would finish the game with 21 kills to help sweep Lincoln East in 3 sets. Her 21-kill game set a new school record. They sit number 3 in the power rankings as playoffs get closer. This has been your High School Minute, sponsored by Southeast Community College, with locations in Lincoln, Beatrice, and Milford. Learn more today at southeast.edu.
Your home should not be a zoo to unwelcomed animals. Let the experts at Bats to Rats take care of those problems. Dane has been a leader in wildlife and pest management and prevention in Lincoln and the surrounding area for 15 years. He can help you get rid of bats, rodents, and anything else. Whether it's residential or commercial buildings, schools, apartments, or churches, they're always a phone call away. Call today at 402-310-0904 or visit batsterats.com. Bats to Rats Wildlife Control and Prevention.
Dreaming of the perfect kitchen? More room for entertaining? Today, the Johnsons got both and saved by consolidating their debt. With a home equity line of credit, you can borrow money as you need it, have flexible payment options, and pay interest on only the money you're using. If you have equity in your home, the possibilities are endless with a home equity line of credit. What will you decide to do? Get started by visiting libertyfirstcu.com today. Approval required. Equal opportunity lender. Liberty First Credit Union. Banking with purpose.
Action Plumbing, Heating, Air, and Electric is your go-to service call in Lincoln and Southeast Nebraska for expertise, convenience, and reliability. As your home and business needs expand, so do the services Action can deliver. Now positioned as Southeast Nebraska's premier installer of charging stations for electronic vehicles, they're always committed to a job done right. Give them a call or visit their website at actionlincoln.com. Action, your proud sponsor of the Ticket Postgame Show.
Experiencing increased body fat, low sex drive, lack of energy, or general fatigue? Vitalize Health offers testosterone replacement therapy and peptide therapy to boost hormone levels and build muscle mass. Call Vitalize Health today at 402-413-0717 or go online to vitalizehealthne.com.
Welcome back, Husker fans. Eustace Body Shop is happy to welcome the best fans in college football back to Lincoln. With Gold Class certified service, OEM parts, and free loaner cars, Eustace Body Shop can call the right plays to keep you in the game. Whether it's in Lincoln at 88th and Highway 2 or at any of our other 5 locations across Nebraska, Eustace Body Shop can help get you back on the road. Go Big Red.
The most recommended Eustace Body Shop. That's who we are.
Hi, Sean Callahan here.
In 2013, I first came across Koppel Chevrolet GMC in Louisville, and I've been a customer ever since. What's kept me coming back to Koppel is the people. Oftentimes, owner Bob Koppel and his son Brandon are right there with you in the showroom, walking you through the process. There's no runaround at Koppel. It's a hardworking Nebraska company built on honest, small-town values. So make that short drive to Louisville or visit them online at koppelcars.com.
There comes a time when a team has to dig down deep and find out what it's made of. For the Denver Broncos, that time is now. Sunday, it's gut check time when the Broncos face the Raiders on the KOA Broncos Radio Network.
Back to old school with DP and J on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome back. Final segment, old school. It's been a good one again. We thank you guys. You guys did it. We are above 500 subscribers, and you can continue to do so on YouTube. Go find it on YouTube. Subscribe. Like, and then hit the alarm button to let us know, the notification bell. That'll let you know when we have new programming up for you, when we're going live with an event for you to take care of. Nick, couple of things. We got 2 games of note tonight. NFL, the 4-1 Tampa Bay Bucks go to Philadelphia. The 2-3 Philadelphia Eagles in Philly. What do you got?
Oh, I think the Bucks will win this one. It's hard to bet against them, number one, just because of who they have at quarterback and just who they're so balanced on offense. They can beat you in a multitude of ways. And their defense is pretty darn good as well with Levante David and Devin White running the linebacker room there. It's interesting to see how they're going to all perform tonight. I'm not sold on Jalen Hurts quite yet. I know he's had a couple good games. I don't necessarily have a reason why I'm not sold on Jalen Hurts. I just look in the matchup and I see the weapons that Tampa Bay has when you compare them to Philadelphia's, and Tampa Bay obviously has the upper hand in that one. So I think Tampa Bay, I hope it's close.
Mobile quarterbacks give Tampa trouble.
That's a good point.
Think about what Heineke did against them. It was a problem.
Yeah.
It was an actual problem. Jalen Hurts is a different level of dude, and it should be interesting. Major League Baseball. This is the 2 winningest teams in baseball by a lot. 2 105-plus win teams playing one game for the opportunity to advance. The other one's season is over.
Gotta love it.
Dodgers not starting the starter they thought they were going to have to go with. They're coming out of the bullpen, and I think that may be an advantage because prep-wise, you don't really know what you're getting. Who you got? You got Dodgers or the Giants?
Gosh,
who you got?
The Dodgers are so dangerous just because they're so deadly from top to bottom. But I think I want to go with the Giants. I kind of hope the Giants, in a personal opinion, I kind of hope the Giants win just because I'm tired of seeing the Dodgers and being a Cubs fan, I don't like the Dodgers. Plus we have one of our former sons, Chris Bryant, on the Giants. And so you still kind of hope for him to an extent. But like you said, yeah, it's interesting when teams decide to go with relievers because aren't they starting Knievel? And then I think Giants are doing the same thing with Logan Webb.
We have no idea what's going to happen.
No,
you don't know who's pitching. You don't know how longer they're going to go.
No, but how great is it that you have 2 100-plus win teams, and it's not even the championship series, and they're fighting for their season in one game tonight.
But I would say this though, I kind of wish that they could meet in the World Series.
Yeah,
that's how good this series has been.
Do you ever see it ever getting to a point to where 2 NL teams could fight for the world? Like, do you ever see that get into a point?
No.
I wouldn't say I wouldn't agree. I would agree as well.
No, not necessarily. I mean, one, these 2 teams haven't played in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Ever. Like you're trying to get back to a thing where the best teams are actually there. To get 2 106 and 107 win teams in a playoff series, and then it's not the series.
That's the weirdest thing. I mean, it's happened in years past with that the NLCS or even the ALCS has been a better series than the World Series. and more competitive, I should say.
Well, these 4 games have been great. I mean, just different stand-up players, different the management kind of seesaw that's gone back and forth. They've kind of stood in the mirror and faced each other down. They know each other very well. But it's just really funny that
And
106 or 107 win team isn't going to get to the championship.
And the thing that makes this series even better, on top of everything else, on top of the talent that's on the field, on top of the strategy behind the scenes, is that it's Giants and Dodgers.
They really
that
don't
bad
like
blood, that bad blood that's already built underneath. I mean, we talk about it during the regular season that when these two teams play, it's always something to watch because they have so much bad blood. And there's been a lot of fights and just a lot of competitive spirit throughout the years. So then when you get this matchup in this type of magnitude with 109 wins for each team, it's just too good of a story, too much fun to watch.
Talent up and down each roster, a regional rivalry that goes national, and then it's one game. And those
That's
one game, win in advance or go home. Because the Nets players, oops,
that's a little loud. Timeout. Wrong button. There it is.
There we go. Some of the because of the matchups, I kind of want to see, but I think it's going to be the Astros against one of Dusty's 2 teams, and it's either the Dodgers who he played for or the Giants that he managed a few years ago.
And
he also played for the Braves. So that tells me that the American League is all about Dusty Baker.
There's a chance that we see the World Series champion unofficially win the World Series tonight.
Some people will say that, but we're going to watch. Don't know who it's going to be. I want to thank you guys for everything today. You've been exceptional. Don't go anywhere. The Truth. Kobe Webster. Big Sky. CJ Wilcher. Up next on 93.7 The Tick.